Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala habibihil kareem. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa uhlul uqdatin min lisani yafqahu qawli. Bismillah. You see, there is a dilemma we don't talk about. It's not political, it's not social, it's a personal problem, and it's destroying us from the inside. It's the habit of making ourselves the victim to escape responsibility, and this mindset has killed the natural confidence we are all born with. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you're walking down the street. You see someone helpless, innocent, being beaten up. Your instinct, you want to help. You feel something inside you screams, this is wrong, and I need to do something. That feeling is not education, it's not society. So where do you get that feeling from? In reality, it's your fitra, your natural disposition given to you by your creator. It's something you're born with. But what do you do? What do you do? Stop. You hesitate. And you say to yourself, I'm weak, my own life is a mess. I can't help anyone, so you walk away. You pretend nothing happened. Now here's the real question. Why did you go against your own nature? The answer goes deeper than you think. Every child is born with empathy, courage, and sense of justice, but those around him, they either nurture that fitra or they destroy it completely. So the children aren't born selfish. They don't know race, class, politics, anything. They see pain, they feel it. They see someone hurt and they want to help. But slowly that instinct is silenced. We raise them in our homes where truth is avoided. Justice is tolerated and the emotions are mocked. We tell them, be strong, don't cry, don't feel too much. It's not something related to you. That someone else is struggling, suffering is not something you need to be worried about. This is what we say. We give this shallow mindset that he only needs to care for those few people, 4 or 5 people that he calls his family. We mock his humility. We mock this humility and mercy. We feed them the lie that your family is just 4 to 5 people who you share your blood. Everyone else is irrelevant. So when he sees a child begging, when he hears about Muslims being slaughtered in a land where oppression occurs, he thinks it's not something he needs to think about. It's not something relevant to him. When injustice happens around him, he feels nothing. His world has shrunk to a small circle of comfort, and he will destroy the world for those 4 or 5 people that he calls his family. To him, they are more important than everything else. But he won't lift a finger for the rest of the humanity. And here's tragedy. That's not how he was born. That's what we turn him into. We have created machines, selfish, emotionally dead, spiritually starved. They think only about themselves. They act only when there's something in it for them. Now we wonder why the world is burning, why the Ummah is bleeding, why truth sounds like a rebellion. We made empathy a weekend hobby, we made activism a social trend, and now nothing real remains. Now some people might say, but we care, we post about injustice online, we attend rallies, we do this and that. And to that I say, yes, but why? Is it from your pure empathy, or it is just because of the trend? Do you speak because your soul is awake, or because silence isn't fashionable anymore? Most people act only when there is a worldly benefit, a like, a share, a badge of I care, but when it demands sacrifice, when it threatens their comfort, they go silent again. We have killed our fitra, buried it under our fear, pride, selfishness. So if you're listening, ask yourself what part of you is real, and what part is just programming, something that is not you, programmed into you. by the society and their foolish and ignorant way of life? Are you acting from your soul or just reacting from your ego? Because the fitra isn't gone, it's just buried, and maybe, just maybe, it's time to bring it back. And yes, you can say that my upbringing wasn't something I controlled. That was not something I planned, and I didn't had the capability to choose where I will be born and who will be my parents and the society where I will be raised at. But at this moment, you have some intellect and you understand what is the problem. You might say I was justice wasn't given to me. I wasn't raised in the best manner, but you can't do anything about it at this moment, but you can change what the future generation face. If we're going to build a generation with higher IQ, thinking capability and empathy, you need to think from the root level where children, what goes inside of them, what we put inside of them is the output that we get, and the steps we need to take is to improve our education system, the way young ones are raised, and the way of life that's given and presented in front of them. And we need to encourage people to change and think in positive manner. And that's all for today. And some other topic, some other day.